Picture this, a quiet gravel pit in Surrey slowly transformed into one of Europe's most intense thrill destinations. Today Thorpe Park Resort is famous for record-breaking roller coasters, horror events and an identity built around adrenaline, but that wasn't always the case. Thorpe Park's story is one of reinvention, risk-taking, near failures and bold creativity. A park that evolved from peaceful family gardens into UK's undisputed thrill capital. In this video we're deep diving into the history of Thorpe Park Resort, from its humble beginnings in the late 1970s to its modern era of world-class coasters and immersive experiences. This is a story of innovation, controversy, iconic rides and a relentless pursuit of thrills. Before Thorpe Park was a theme park, it was something far less glamorous. The site was originally a gravel pit and a quarry operation near the village of Thorpe in Surrey. After excavation ended, the land was left with artificial lakes and uneven terrain that seemed unsuitable for most traditional project developments. However, those lakes would later become one of Thorpe Park's most defining visual features, and a major advantage for the future ride developments. During the 1970s, project developer John Breen purchased the site and began to envision a leisure attraction rather than commercial housing. His early concept focused on landscaped gardens and relaxing experiences inspired by European leisure parks and botanical gardens. The vision at this stage was not centred around thrill rides, but instead on peaceful recreation and scenic exploration. Thorpe Park officially opened in 1979, presenting itself as a heritage and garden attraction that looked nothing like the park visitors know today. Guests explored scenic lakesides, pathways, miniature villages, replica historical exhibits, boat rides and a small railway that carried families through carefully landscaped areas. The experience was designed to be calm, educational and visually appealing, targeting towards families looking for a relaxed day out rather than thrill seekers. Despite its charm, attendance struggled to meet expectations. Visitors appreciated the environment but lacked strong reasons to return repeatedly. Meanwhile, competing UK attractions were beginning to introduce more ride-focused experiences that captured public attention and created stronger excitement. Thorpe Park quickly realised that change would be necessary for long-term survival. During the mid-1980s and 1990s, Thorpe Park gradually began shifting towards amusement rides to boost attendance and broaden its appeal. Traditional fairground rides were introduced alongside water attractions that took advantage of the park's lake-rich landscape. Notable attractions during this period included rides such as Logger's Leap, a log flume that quickly became one of the park's most recognisable attractions, and Mr. Monkey's Banana Ride, a family-friendly pirate ship that appealed to younger guests. Other experiences like the Flying Fish roller coaster and depth charge water slides also helped expand the park's ride offerings, signalling a move away from its original garden-focused identity. Water rides in particular provide a high popularity, demonstrating that visitors responded strongly to interactive and energetic experiences, rather than just passive sightseeing. Attractions like Logger's Leap and Depth Charge showcase that the park's lakes and terrain could be used creatively to deliver memorable experiences that encourage repeat visits. However, even with these additions, Thorpe Park still struggled to define its clear identity. The park existed somewhere between family leisure attractions and thrill parks, which made it difficult to compete effectively within the UK theme park market. What Thorpe Park needed was just more than rides, but a strategic direction that would set it apart from its competitors. That direction arrived with a change in ownership. Thorpe Park became of the Two Swords Group, a move that brought significant investment, operational expertise and strategic planning. As operators of major attractions such as Alton Towers and Chessington, the group possessed extensive experience in ride development and guest experience design. Under Two Swords, Thorpe Park underwent major repositioning. The vision focused on transforming the park into a thrill-orientated destination, aimed primarily at teenagers and younger adults, a demographic largely undeserved within the UK theme park landscape at the time. This shift marked a defining turning point for Thorpe Park. Thorpe Park was no longer trying to be a tranquil family garden attraction, but instead begun its journey towards becoming a high-energy thrill park with a distinct identity. The early 2000s represented a transformative era, often referred as Thorpe Park's coaster revolution. Major roller coaster investments repeatedly elevated the park's profile and reshaped public perception. Colossus, which opened in 2002, became an immediate icon as the world's first roller coaster to feature 10 inversions. The ride captured global attention and positioned Thorpe Park as a park capable of competing internationally in thrill ride innovation. The following years saw the arrival of Nemesis Inferno, a modular and mabillard inverted coaster that combined smooth ride quality with immersive volcanic theming. Its success reinforced Thorpe Park's credibility as a serious thrill destination. In 2006, Stealth pushed the park's ambition even further, featuring a hydraulic launch coaster and one of Europe's fastest speeds at opening. The ride developed into an intense acceleration experience that quickly became one of the park's most defining attractions. Stealth symbolised Thorpe Park's commitment to pursuing record-breaking statistics and a headline-grabbing ride concept. The momentum continued in 2009 with the opening of Saw the Ride, one of Thorpe Park's most ambitious and controversial additions. Developed in partnership with the Saw horror film franchise, the roller coaster introduced a darker, more intense thematic direction for the park, featuring what was at the time the world's steepest drop at 100 degrees. The ride delivered a uniquely aggressive experience that aligned perfectly with Thorpe Park's immersion thrill-focused identity. In 2007, Merlin Entertainments acquired the Two Swords Group, bringing Thorpe Park into one of the world's largest attraction operators. Under Merlin, the park adopted a bold new brand identity centred on adrenaline and intensity, officially positioning itself as UK's thrill capital. Marketing campaigns became more aggressive and targeted towards teenagers and young adults, emphasising fear, excitement and extreme experiences. Horror-inspired attractions and events began to play a larger role in the park's offering, helping Thorpe Park establish a unique position within the UK market. Rather than competing directly with family-focused parks like Chedington and Alton Towers, Thorpe Park leaned fully into its niche, strengthening its identity as a destination built around high-intensity entertainment and thrills. The opening of Swarm in 2012 marked one of Thorpe Park's most ambitious investments and represented a significant milestone in the park's redevelopment strategy. As Europe's first wing coaster manufactured by Bobula and Mabillard, the ride delivered a distinctive experience that placed riders either side of a track with nothing above or below them, creating a powerful sensation of flight. This innovation seating arrangement allowed for dynamic near-miss moments and sweeping manoeuvres that enhanced both thrill and visual impact. The attraction introduced a heavy themed area built around a post-apocalyptic narrative in which a mysterious swarm creature had devastated surrounding environments. Guests entered a landscape filled with crashed aircraft, damaged emergency vehicles and destroyed infrastructure, which were all carefully designed to create a sense of chaos and aftermath. The ride itself integrated directly into these elements, sending the train narrowly past wreckage, through broken structures and over water features that amplified the illusion of danger and immersion. In addition to its theming, the Swarm featured a range of technical highlights, including smooth inversions, dynamic banking transitions, and a layout that maximised riders' exposure to the surrounding scenery. The attraction also incorporated atmospheric sound design and visual storytelling elements that deepened the narrative experience for guests both on and off the ride. The Swarm demonstrated that Thorpe Park was evolving beyond just raw thrill statistics and beginning to integrate storytelling, environmental design, and enhanced ride technology into major attractions. This addition elevated the park's reputation not only for intensity but also for atmosphere and visual spectacle, helping to position Thorpe Park as a destination capable of delivering immersive, world-class experiences alongside established thrill offerings. In 2016, Thorpe Park ventured into immersive attraction design with Darren Brown's Ghost Train, an ambitious project blended virtual reality, live actors and narrative storytelling. The experience aimed to create psychological horror rather than traditional physical thrills, representing a major departure from the park's coaster-centric strategy. Although technically innovative, the attraction faced operational challenges and a mixed guest feedback, leading to it later being reimagined into Darren Brown's Ghost Train Rise of the Demon. Despite this, the project highlighted Thorpe Park's willingness to experiment with emerging technologies and explore new forms of entertainment beyond just roller coasters. Thorpe Park Fright Nights is an event that has grown into one of Europe's most recognised Halloween theme park experiences, built around a constantly evolving lineup of scare mazes and live shows. Over the years, the event has featured both returning fan favourites and brand new concepts, including mazes such as Saw Alive, The Walking Dead Living Nightmare, Platform 15, Creek Feet Massacres, survival games, and trailers, each offering unique storylines and scare styles. Alongside these attractions, Fright Nights has also delivered live entertainment and street shows with roaming scare actors, stage performances, and theme zones that transform the park's atmosphere after dark. Recent editions of the event continue this tradition by introducing new mazes and updated experiences while retaining popular elements, ensuring that Fright Nights remains a dynamic and highly anticipated highlight of Thorpe Park's annual calendar. Fright Nights significantly expanded Thorpe Park's seasonal offerings and helped to position the park's resort as an entertainment venue beyond daytime rides and experiences. The ride event also reinforces the park's reputation of embracing horror and immersive storytelling. Beyond Fright Nights, Thorpe Park has hosted a variety of seasonal and special events throughout its history that have helped develop diversity and guest experience. During the summer months, the park frequently introduced live music performances, beach-themed entertainment, and extended late-night ride sessions, designed to capitalise on warmer weather and school holidays. These events often included pop-up stages, DJ sets, and interactive activities that created a festival-like atmosphere across the resort. In more recent years, the park has hosted events like Mardi Gras, which have helped to introduce vibrant decorations, street entertainment, and themed food offerings, showcasing Thorpe Park's growing interest in immersive seasonal theming events outside of horror. Additionally, ride anniversary celebrations, special preview events, and exclusive passholder experiences have played a role in building a loyal fan community within the park. Together, these varied events demonstrate Thorpe Park's ongoing effort to evolve as a multi-faced entertainment destination that offers unique experiences throughout operating seasons. In recent years, Thorpe Park has continued evolving through a combination of new ride investments, attraction reimaginings, and expanded entertainment offerings, while the addition of Hyperia has dramatically reshaped the park's skyline and reinforced its commitment to record-breaking thrill experiences. The park's development has extended far beyond a single headline attraction. The reimagining of Darren Brown's Ghost Train into Ghost Train demonstrated Thorpe Park's willingness to redefine ambitious concepts and improve guest reception, while upgrades to existing rides such as Colossus and Nemesis Inferno have focused on enhancing ride quality, re-rideability, relatability, and visual presentation. The park has also invested heavily in seasonal and immersive experiences, with Fright Nights continuing to expand throughout new scare mazes, live entertainment, and evolving storylines that attract repeat visitors each year. Additionally, the introduction of events like Mardi Gras and summer entertainment programs have helped broaden Thorpe Park's appeal beyond pure thrill seekers, offering live shows, street performances, and themed food experiences that create a more rounded day out. Infrastructure improvements have played a key role in the park's modern strategy, including queue line enhancements, refreshed theming and across key areas, and operational upgrades designed to improve guest flow and overall satisfaction. The development of overnight accommodation through the Thorpe Shark cabins has also strengthened the resort's aspects of the park, encouraging multi-day visits and positioning Thorpe Park as more of a multi-day trip destination. Modern Thorpe Park now balances its identity as the UK's thrill capital with a growing emphasis on immersive environments, seasonal events, and guest experience improvements. This approach allows the park to maintain its signature intensity while adapting to changing visitor expectations and remaining competitive with the evolving theme park industry. Looking ahead, Thorpe Park appears to be poised for another period of evolution shaped by both industry trends and long-established identity as the UK's thrill capital. While specific announcements remain limited, recent investments and historical development patterns give strong hints at where the park could head next. One of the most likely directions is a continued investment in headline thrill rides. The success of Hyperia demonstrates that record-breaking coasters still generate huge attention and attendance boosts, suggesting Thorpe Park may continue prioritising large-scale attractions that push technological boundaries. Rather than simply chasing speed or inversion records, future rides could focus on airtime, heavy layouts, innovative launch systems, or entirely new ride models that offer unique experiences not yet seen in the UK. Another key area of potential growth is immersive theming. Attractions such as the Swarm and the evolution of seasonal events show that Thorpe Park's increasing commitment to storytelling and environmental design. This trend suggests that Thorpe Park's development may involve fully realised themed lands or expanded narrative experiences that create strong cohesion between rides, retail and entertainment offerings. Infrastructure improvements are also expected to remain a major focus. Continuing upgrades to queue lines, ride reliability and park navigation will likely play a role in improving overall guest satisfaction and capacity management. Expansion of accommodation, building on the success of the Thorpe Shark cabins, could further strengthen Thorpe Park's position as a short-stay resort rather than a purely day trip destination. Seasonal events represent another area with significant growth potential. Fright Nights has proven how powerful entertainment programming can be for repeat visitation, and Thorpe Park may continue expanding its calendar with additional festivals, limited time attractions, and themed celebrations that extend the park's relevance beyond peak summer months. Finally, technology-driven experiences may play a larger role in Thorpe Park's future. Interactive attractions, projection mapping, augmented reality, and advanced show effects could allow the parks to diversify beyond traditional ride formats while still maintaining its thrill-focused identity. Taken together, these possibilities suggest that Thorpe Park's future will likely be defined by a combination of major thrill investments, deeper immersive storytelling, ongoing operational improvements, and expanded entertainment programming. If history has shown us anything, it's that Thorpe Park thrives on reinvention, meaning its next chapter could be just as transformative as its last one. Thorpe Park's history is ultimately a story about transformation. What began as a quiet gravel pit redeveloped and evolved into a garden attraction, then a family amusement park, and finally one of Europe's most recognisable thrill destinations. Few theme parks have undergone such a dramatic identity shift, while continuing to grow and remain relevant across multiple generations of visitors. The park's success has been driven by a willingness to take risks, from record-breaking roller coasters like Colossus and Stealth, to bold themed investments such as Soar the Ride and The Swarm. Thorpe Park has repeatedly embraced innovation as a core strategy. Even experimental projects like Darren Brown's Ghost Train demonstrate creative ambition that reflects a park that is constantly searching for new ways to surprise guests. Equally as important has been Thorpe Park's ability to build a distinctive brand. By positioning itself as the UK's thrill capital, the park carved out a unique space within a competitive market, dominated by family-focused destinations like Chesington and Alton Towers. Events such as Fright Nights, immersive themed lands, and high-intensity attractions have reinforced this identity and cultivated a loyal audience of thrill seekers. Today, Thorpe Park stands out more than just as a collection of rides. It represents decades of adaptation, creative experimentation, and strategic reinvention. The lake formed by the quarry now frames world-class roller coasters, while seasonal events and immersive experiences continue expanding what a day at the park can be. And as the park looks towards its future, with new attractions, evolving technology, and continued investment, its history suggests that change will remain inevitable. If anything, Thorpe Park's greatest strength is the refusal to stay the same. From peaceful gardens to adrenaline-fueled thrills, Thorpe Park's journey reflects the broader evolution of the theme park industry. It's a place that's shaped by ambition, innovation, and relentless pursuit of unforgettable experiences, a legacy that ensures its story is far from finished. Thorpe Park's story doesn't end with its past, it lives on with every new ride, every seasonal event, and every visitor stepping through the gates for the first time. After decades of reinvention, the park stands as proof that evolution is essential in the theme park industry, and that bold risks can shape lasting legacies. From its quiet beginnings as a reclaimed gravel pit, to its rise as the UK's thrill capital, Thorpe Park continually pushed boundaries, redefining what guests expect from a theme park experience. The park's history reflects ambition, creativity, and a relentless drive to deliver unforgettable moments, whether that's through record-breaking roller coasters, immersive themed environments, or events that transform the park long after sunset. As the future unfolds, the theme park will also most certainly change, innovate, and surprise. New attractions will rise, old favourites will evolve, and fresh generations of thrill seekers will create their own memories with the same landscape lake that it all started with. So whether you're a lifelong fan or planning your first visit to the park, Thorpe Park remains more than just a destination. It's a living story of transformation, risk, and imagination. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into the history of Thorpe Park Resort, let me know in the comment section down below. And while you're there, let me know what attraction you think defines Thorpe Park the most. Oh, and before I forget, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more zoo and theme park content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.